some days are just better than others. I don't think they were far off on that 4 inches of rain prediction. Well, it is Sunday morning and it's just starting to sprinkle. I missed the start of the 8 a.m. race, and we're getting ready to ride down there and check it out. This field still looks somewhat passable, but I think people are trying to get out of here fast, including Dustin and probably Adrian, but I'm not real sure. We're gonna go see what kind of carnage is in the woods. Hey, did you guys go get your money back?
Yeah, and they're letting us still race.
Ah!
Pretty cool.
Nice. Okay. We're ready to go to the starting line. Just don't know whether to go up there or not yet. Right, Deegan?
Yeah.
Hey, I need to borrow your golf cart. Can you go get it out?
For what?
I gotta take those jars up there. They need to be open. Yeah. I need to borrow it. Oh, hi, Robert. Where you going?
I gave Mom my goggles. Make sure she brings them.
Okay.
I want to go with you. I want to go on all the adventures with you.
What's the matter?
These are perfect.
Yeah.
Thought it was going to be better than this.
I knew it was gonna be this.
I did too. I actually thought it would be worse than this.
Yeah, I thought it'd be like storming. Couldn't even hold our umbrellas up. So,
Water like already puddled on the ground.
yeah.
This weekend, thanks for being a part of it.
What?
The GNCC Racing
I'm
Nation
cooking.
stands
Calm
out
down.
the race.
Just calm down. Hold on, I'll get yours right here. Look. Woo! You guys factory. Hey, you're gonna beat both of those guys anyway. Woo!
For everybody that wins on a Yamaha today, and it just keeps building the person, and the things that you guys have done has just been amazing, and just being a part of all that.
So here we go with, I'm not sure what class this is. Super Senior plus 45. A friend of ours, Steve Levine, got his start on the Sherco. Steve's a really good rider out of Missouri that we had met through everybody over there at Fly. But here is Van and Bryce's start. Aiden McQuarrie right there between them. Little slow-mo action here, but you can see real quick how messy it gets before they even get down to the first turn. Block the mud with the umbrella a little bit. And then here I cut to Adrian was up on the hill next to God's.
Bryce is like right in the middle. See the guy in the orange? Yeah.
And I jumped back down on the side, and I got Chuck's whole shot there. Hi! Oh my.
This is silly.
This is one of the sillier ones,
Yeah, way silly.
and we're not even in points.
Why didn't they come tonight?
I don't know.
They didn't want to?
Then we went down behind the pressure washers, behind the pro pits, this little creek crossing, which for the PM race, I'm sure everybody saw the photos, but that became a pretty gnarly rift during the creek race, getting Hudson's close up there. I think that was Rachel got fish going through there. Adam Holland camp. I'm guessing he ran Sportsman A. I'm not real sure. It didn't sign up that way, but I'm pretty sure that was Caleb Russell. Some other random dudes coming through, finding a good line right between those trees there. A lot of guys started taking it. It was actually pretty decent. Gotta say, gained a little respect for that guy. Just thought he was a SoCal bro. I thought he would bail out for sure on this race, but he stuck it out and finished, so that's pretty cool. Taylor, she had a good race going, making it through there. Rob Kirshner here, this kind of shows you the veteran in him. Don't panic, just regroup. Don't just sit there and hold your bike off the rev limiter. Just work it, get up over that route, get your footing back, take your time, get through the ruts. You gotta conserve as much energy as possible. Jeff Ford, good customer up there at Dryer, making his way around. Here comes Van down to that creek crossing. I don't get to see Van a lot in mud races, but it shows a lot of patience for a 13-year-old kid. Most 13-year-old kids are just bonsai through it, but he was taking his time, was listening to the spectators, trying to point out a good line, and made it through there fairly easy where a lot of guys were having trouble. Aiden coming through. Fortunately, I saw Aiden in the ambulance getting his eyes flushed out about halfway through the race, so we're doing all right. Jeremy Fraley, he was on the start right next to Bryce, to Bryce's left. Again, he was going down there. Finally, we see Bryce come through. Goggles are off. I tried to get him to toss them to me, but he stopped for a second, and I tried to run down there and film him, but you can see his white helmet pop up through there. He made it clean up through that hill. Good job, kid. Good job, kid. This is some of Jeff's footage out on the motocross track. And then this is Jeff back behind the motocross starting gates where the fence for the bridge is. Eric Douglas, he was actually winning the overall in this race. And I'll have him in another shot here in a little bit.
Just waiting to do the pit stop.
So much rain.
Yep.
So much rain fell between 10 a.m. and 1 or 1:30. I still don't know how many inches they said they got. They barely got this race in. That creek right there that they're crossing, it ended up probably right where they're going through, right there where that guy's standing. It probably rose 2 feet within the time they got the PM. They couldn't even cross it for the PM race. Here comes Taylor again. And there's not a lot of people racing this track. When conditions get this bad, you're conserving the bike. You want the bike to finish the race, and your energy for that matter. But
Stay left.
just exhausted, you hate life, you just want it to be over.
What's up? What's the motto? Stay left.
I think this is finish line. It got rutted out real bad. I mean, if there was ever a time where you were thinking about pulling off after this lap, just going through and getting your one checker, you know, getting your lap in and then just go to the truck. If I hit this rut right before the finish line and I was questioning whether or not to keep going, I'd have been done for sure. Switching back over behind the start. I don't know if this was a 690. I think it was a 990. Dude is on a 690, 990 down here in this. Bravo, dude! I don't know who you are, but you're more awesome than me. More awesome than a lot of dudes that were out there. You can kind of see it got to the point where the water was just everywhere, and you didn't know what was going to be bottomless or not. Pretty much rained. I got mud on my face. Pretty much rained the whole race, pretty hard. It's actually starting to flood a little bit. They've cut the morning race short. I know Rachel Archer got the white flag early, about an hour into the race. So depending on how long it takes her to do another lap, that's how long the race is going to be. Currently waiting on Van to come through. Dustin called me and said Bryce was already back at the truck, which that was kind of a relief. We're not doing anything points here. With all this water, I was a little bit worried about him sucking water into the bike and just messing up the bike for no reason. But we are here waiting on Van. We're going to give him some gas before he gets through the rest of it, because by the time he gets here, he'll be about an hour and a half into a tank, so it'll be close. Obviously, he's not riding real hard. But the other thing is we got some thunderstorms moving in. There's some thunder and lightning now, and I'm holding an umbrella, and I'm standing in water. So I'm not sure how much longer. Van needs to hurry up so we can pit him, so we can go. Right here I was trying to yell at Van to pit and get gas, but he didn't want to stop. And he splashed me in the face with some dirty, sandy mud that got in my eyeball. Starting gates on the moto track, and there's kind of what the motocross track. There's the sky shot. They didn't really use a lot. They didn't use hardly any of the moto track at all. But as you can see, still raining. I came over and went across the bridge. Bridge, of course, is super slippery. There's Taylor again. We got a lot of footage of Taylor in this one, so I just used it. Here's Dan's pit stop. Taylor, by the way, ended up 6th on the day. She did 3 laps. Which 3 laps around that track was, I mean, treacherous. Again, right here, Van taking his time. I think at this time, I think he thought he was in 2nd or maybe winning, or wasn't real sure. But yeah, Taylor at the 6th finish was the best finish for her on the year. Trying to get some goggles on. He probably kept those on for maybe a half a mile. Stop. It's all right. Before they were off again. Get through it. But give the bike a little bit of a chance to cool off a little bit.
He's doing good.
Craig Bowman. That's quite a way to break in a brand new dirt bike. No, the van bike did not sound good after I stopped. They kept going.
Locked it up.
Yeah, Eric
Leave
Doug
me
was
overall.
pushing his bike back. He locked it up. Now I'm back at the finish line. I believe.
I think it is.
Becca Sheets coming across. She needed to get third to still win the championship, and she did.
This is a proud mama. Look at me, so proud.
Garen Davis. I mean, his front fender and number plate were
Look at that.
completely visible.
Finish
Good job,
this
Garen.
race.
So how was that race, Bryce?
Not worth it.
Not? I mean, your bike looks clean.
Not the radiators.
Oh,
I hear that they're starting at 4 now.
oh I don't know. 4?
I heard the 4 o'clock start time.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
That's what the announcer said. Jeff and Adrian and Dustin all think it's starting at 4.
There ain't no way they can get that in. Even if they only did a half hour. Or an hour and a half.
Why?
I guess they could. Alright. So not worth it. Was it educational at all?
It was educational to know if it rains that much, just to not race. Unless you're like in the points for something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Alright. Did you have fun at all?
Not really.
Really?
Well, there are some good spots.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
Well, it wasn't good, but there were some spots that you could actually ride, but it was just very scarce.
Oh, gotcha. I waited forever at the finish line.
Well, it's not that long. Or I saw you.
What do you end up?
Second, I think.
Nice.
He said it said first, but he said it didn't score the. That was game, maybe?
Oh,
I don't know. Something like that.
huh.
Did some. Might you video?
Oh yeah, you got it. Momentum. Momentum. He made it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ow, ow.
Mine come and go.
What comes and goes?
My front brakes every single race.
Those are
Oh,
all the way gone though.
gone?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Gone.
And your chain's like super loose.
Oh, yeah, videoing.
So I've changed clothes for the third time today. Heading over to the Racer TV trailer to see if they still need me to film today. I hope they don't. I don't want to stand in this for 3 hours. But as long as I can keep my hands dry and myself dry, then I'll be alright. But it is one to remember for sure. I've not seen this much rain here in one day ever, so gnarly for sure. Here's my station. I guess they come through this bridge and then come along here up the road, and then they go back that way. So it's not ideal conditions, but just keep the camera dry. That's all we gotta do, and get them on film.
Not want to put my feet in that mud. Hate that part. Beefy tractor. How's this in neutral? Just pulling. Kind of like it, saving a lot on gas money. Pretty cool.
We gave it our best effort. Definitely could not make it out of there.
Probably been smarter to just let him pull us out instead of making a mess.
Yeah.
Everybody left me while I was filming. It's alright. We'll get out of here. Ironman 2021. We're done. What an awesome weekend. And now the sun wants to come out while we're driving home. Could have used this earlier. Well, it was definitely a crazy weekend at Ironman. Definitely one to remember. Very muddy. Oh, eventful weekend for sure. As you can tell from my selfie view, I've already cracked. I have one small crack in my phone, and it is right there. That's why you get all the glary stuff, and I'm not real happy about it. That's what happens when you carry your phone around in your pocket all the time. Fun weekend with friends. Wish the weather would have been a little bit better, but made for some cool outcomes. Congrats to Van for winning the 150 BC class. In those kind of conditions, that was pretty gnarly. So congrats, man. We have one more IXCR, and we might race next Saturday, but not sure. But yeah, thanks again for watching, guys.